Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs come in on a 3-game winning streak, looking to continue their winning ways against the Miami Marlins on the road today. We'll see that the Cubs are sending Chris Sale out to the mound. He's making start number 21. With a 5-5 record, he has a 3.81 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. He'll be opposed by the Marlins' Pablo Lopez, who is making start number 25. He has a 5-12 record, 4.49 ERA, and a 1.37 WHIP. The Cubs lineup is going to be slightly altered today. Thairo Estrada is actually going to come in and play second base, moving Nico Hoerner over to shortstop for the day. And that is going to allow Mr. Danny Santana to jump up and bat third in the lineup. So, for today's lineup, the Cubs are going to have Hoerner, Grisham, Santana, Rizzo, Bryant, Harper, Estrada, Amaya, and Sale batting ninth. For the Marlins, Brian Miller will lead off, followed by Brigman, Anderson, Harrison, Aguiar, Tapia, Rojas, Alfaro, and Pablo Lopez batting ninth. The roof is closed as once again it is raining here in Miami, as it is often is the case that happens. And so now we see Pablo Lopez on the mound ready to face off with the Chicago Cubs. Nico Hoerner stepping up to the plate, sporting a 342 batting average on the season. He is facing off with Lopez to lead off for the Cubs. Lopez is looking for the sign, and he delivers the pitch. And there's a drive to left. The left fielder going to chase it down, and that is going to be out number one. Hoerner hit that one right on the button, but basically directly at the left fielder for out number one. Grisham now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count as Grisham steps in from the left-handed batter's box. And there's a fly ball to center. Center fielder chasing toward left center. He makes the play for out number 2. Danny Santana now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 is the count as Santana stands in, and there's a liner right at the shortstop. 3 hard hit balls and 3 outs in the inning. So the top of the first is over. We go to the bottom of the first of a scoreless ball game. Brian Miller leading off against Chris Sale here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 is the count. Sale looking to deliver the pitch. And here it comes. Grounded toward third. Bryant fields it. He throws to first. They get him by half a step for out number 1. Brigman now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count as Sale delivers the pitch. Grounded toward short. Hoerner has this one. He throws to first. That's going to be out number 2. Anderson now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Sale working. 2-1 is the count. And there's a pop-up to center. Chasing fast is Grisham. He comes in to make the play and end the inning. So the Marlins retired in order. We go to the top of the second of a scoreless ball game. Anthony Rizzo leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the second inning. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Rizzo down the right field line in the air. Chasing is the right fielder. In the corner, he makes the play for out number 1. Bryant now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Chris Bryant having raised his batting average to .235 on the season. There's a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman has it near the bag at second. He throws to first, and that's out number 2. Harper now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Harper waiting for the pitch. And there's a pop-up to right. Going out is the second baseman. He calls off the right fielder and makes the play to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the second with no score in Miami. Harrison leading off against Sale, waiting for the full count pitch. Sale with the delivery. And a grounder toward third. Bryant has it again. He throws to first. The runners retired easily for out number 1. Aguiar now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls is the count as Sale delivers the pitch. And it's a drive deep to left. Santana racing back into the corner. He's going to run out of room. That is going to be a solo home run straight down the left field line, giving the Marlins a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. 379 feet as it landed in the first row of the seats above the left field foul pole. And that is the first hit of this ball game, folks. The Marlins now with the early lead send Tapia up to the plate. with 1 out and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. And strike 3 is called. So that at-bat's over. Chris Sale now with 125 strikeouts on the season. When you consider he started the season on the disabled list, that's a pretty impressive total. Sale now facing Rojas with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 is the count. Sale delivering the pitch. And he hits him. Hits him right in the middle of the back with a fastball at 95. So Sale sends him down to first, bringing up Alfaro. 2 outs and 1 man on. 1 strike is the count, and Alfaro grounds it in front of the plate. The catcher pops out. He has it. The throw down to first. Oh, and he throws it away. Rizzo can't handle it as a bad throw from Amaya heads down the right field line, and that's going to be an error. So now there's runners on second and third with 2 outs. Sale is furious. He knows he should be out of this inning. The pitcher, Pablo Lopez, now coming up with 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. 3-1 is the count. Sale delivers. Lined up the middle, that's a base hit. The pitcher is going to get 2 RBIs in this as the throw comes into the cutoff man. Oh, they stopped the runner. Oh, they didn't send him. That looked like he was going to score easily. So a 2-0 Miami lead. Pablo Lopez with only his 3rd RBI in the season, and it brings up Brian Miller. 2 outs and runners on the corners, bottom of the 2nd inning. Sale working, 1 ball is the count. And it's a liner right at their 3rd baseman, Bryant. He makes the play and the inning is over. So the Marlins score twice. They capitalize on an error. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's a 2-0 Miami lead. Estrada leading off against Lopez here in the top of the 3rd inning. Here comes the pitch from Lopez and a grounder towards short. The throw goes over to first. That is out number 1. Amaya now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count. Here's the pitch to Miguel Amaya. And he's going to line that one to left field. That'll be the Cubs' first base hit of this ball game. Amaya stopping at first with a single after a wide turn. And now Chris Sale is the batter. He is 2 for 32 on the season. He is going to get a chance to lay down the sacrifice right here. With Amaya on first, the bunt is laid down. It's down the first base line. The first baseman has it. He throws to second, and they get the lead runner. So Aguilar fields the bunt that was just a little too hard. They throw down to second and get the lead-footed Amaya retired on the force. So now Sale is at first. Horner is the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on, top of the 3rd inning. Cubs down by 2. Lopez working with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded towards second. The second baseman has it. He throws to the shortstop covering, and that'll end the inning. They get the force on the lead runner. The fielder's choice is going to be scored 4-6, and just like that, the Cubs inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 3rd with Miami still up by 2. Sale now facing Brigman here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here comes the pitch. Brigman lines it past the second baseman into right field. That'll be a leadoff single for the Miami. Excuse me. That'll be a leadoff single for the Miami second baseman. Sale now facing Anderson with a runner on first, nobody out. 1-2 is the count. Sale delivers the pitch. Grounded towards short. Corner over to Estrada, but there is no relay to first as the double play is broken up. So now Harrison facing Sale with 1 out and a runner on first. 1-1 is the count. Sale with the pitch. Popped up deep to right. Going back is Harper. He's going to run out of room. That is another home run for the Marlins. They now have a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A 2-run home run off the bat of Monte Harrison. 394 feet out into the right field stands. So the Marlins have doubled up, taking the 4-0 lead. Aguilar now facing Sale. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count. Sale waiting for the delivering the pitch. There it goes. Lined into left. Chasing is Santana. That is going to be... Was that caught? I'm not sure what happened. No. Oh, he jumped over the wall and robbed him of a home run. I can't believe it. Santana, with an athletic play, jumps at the wall and pulls that one back as it was headed for the bullpen. So that's the 2nd out of the inning. Sale catches a break. Tapia now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the Marlins take the 4-0 lead going into the top of the 4th inning. Grisham now facing Pablo Lopez here in the top of the 4th. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch, and Grisham lines it into the gap in left center field. This is going to be extra bases. It goes 1 hop to the wall. Grisham motoring around first, heading for second. Here comes the throw to third. Grisham is going to slide in safely with a leadoff triple. So the Cubs trying to get a rally going here in the top of the fourth inning with the leadoff triple off the bat of Trent Grisham. And now Danny Santana is the batter. With a runner on third, nobody out. 1 ball is the count. Santana lines it into left field. That's going to drive in the run. An RBI single for Danny Santana. Drives in Grisham, giving the Cubs their first run of this ball game. It's now a 4-1 Miami lead. Anthony Rizzo now the batter. Runner on first, nobody out. Lopez working with a full count. And that's a pop-up behind first base. The second baseman actually goes out and makes the play in short right field for out number 1. Chris Bryant now the batter. Lopez working with 1 out and a runner still on first. 1 ball is the count. Bryant lines that one into right. Chasing is the right fielder toward the line. He makes the catch for out number 2. Harper now batting with 2 outs and the runner on first. Cubs still down by 3. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Harper lines that one into right field. That'll be a base hit. Santana rounding second and stopping. So now the Cubs have first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Thairo Estrada is the next batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. Lopez facing Estrada. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Estrada lines it right at the first baseman and the inning is over. Man, Estrada hit that one hard, but it was directly at the fielder. So the Cubs strand 2. We go to the bottom of the fourth of a 4-1 ball game. Sale facing Rojas here in the bottom of the fourth to lead off for Miami. Here comes the pitch from Sale. A liner into right. Chasing is Harper. He's going to play it on a hop, and that is the first base hit of the inning for the Marlins. So a leadoff single brings up Alfaro with 1 out and nobody out and 1 man on. 1-2 is the count. Sale gets the swing and a miss for strike 3. That was the circle change, and he fooled him badly. That was the first out of the inning. Now, Pablo Lopez is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. The infield might be drawn in here for the attempted bunt. Let's see what happens. 1 out. The bunt is laid down right back at the pitcher. Sale has it. He throws to second. They relay to first, and they turn that into a double play. Very alert defense by the Cubs infield there to turn the double play and end the inning on the bunt attempt. We're going now to the bottom of the fourth of a 4-1 ball game. Miguel Amaya leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the fourth, top of the fifth inning. How much has Chris Sale pitched so far in this game? He has thrown 61 pitches. Man, he is going to be angry when he gets pulled out of this game in the fifth inning. We're going to go ahead and warm up Ian Hamilton out of the bullpen. With the pitcher's spot due up second, we're going to try to get a rally going here in the top of the fifth. Let's see if Amaya gets on base. Lopez facing Amaya. Here comes the pitch. And Amaya grounds it towards short. The throw goes over to first. That's going to be out number 1. So Sale comes up in the top of the fifth, and we're going to go ahead and send up a pinch hitter. This is going to be the lefty Jake Cronenworth. And he is going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot. Coming up in the top of the fifth inning. Lopez facing Cronenworth. Cronenworth is 1 for 3 as a Cub so far. He's trying to help spark a rally here. 1-2 is the count. Lopez with the pitch. And a liner into center field. That's going to be a base hit. So Cronenworth comes up and does his job as the Cubs now have a runner on first with 1 out. Is Cronenworth fast in any measurable way? That's a great question that needs to be answered. I mean, he's reasonably fast. He's not amazing. So Nico Horner now the batter. Facing Lopez, runner on first, 1 out, top of the fifth. We're going to see, because Alfaro's a really good catcher. I don't know if we can really steal on him. But anyway, Horner's going to be swinging away. Let's see what happens. Horner takes strike 3 looking. That's the second out of the inning. Trent Grisham now the batter. He had a triple his last time up. He's facing Lopez with 2 outs, and the runner's still on first. Here comes the first pitch to Grisham, and he's going to line that one past the second baseman into right field. Rounding second, heading for third is Cronenworth, and he's going to slide in safely. So a 2-out single puts runners on the corners with 2 outs, and now Santana is the batter. He drove in the first run of this ball game for the Cubs. Santana facing Lopez from the left side. 2 outs, 2 men on, top of the fifth inning. Santana working. 2-1 is the count. And there's a drive into right, but it's right at the right fielder. Man, that was hit hard and just right at the right fielder. So the inning is over. The Cubs do not score. They strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the 5th of a 4-1 ball game. And now Ian Hamilton is going to be brought out of the bullpen to pitch and bat in the number 9 spot. Hamilton coming in to try to protect the 3-run deficit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He is going to face the top of the Marlins lineup in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 ball is the count. Ian Hamilton delivering the pitch. There's a liner into center field. That'll be a leadoff single. Hamilton giving up the leadoff base hit, and now that brings up Brigman with a runner on first, nobody out. Hamilton working. 1-1 is the count. And that's low. The throw goes down to second, and he's going to be safe. So 7 stolen bases on the season for Miller. And now Hamilton facing Brigman with a runner on second and nobody out. 2-2 is the count, and there's a grounder in front of the plate. Catcher has it. He throws to first for the first out of the inning. The runner advances to second on that play. And now Anderson is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Runner is 90 feet away. Hamilton working. 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and he hits him. He hits him with the pitch on a 2-strike count. That was about the worst possible thing he could have done right there. Now it brings up Monte Harrison with 2 outs and 2 men on. And we are going to warm up another reliever. It's going to be Gabe Moya in this case. We will visit the mound, see how Mr. Hamilton is doing. He says, I'm doing good. Hamilton with 1 out, 2 men on. Dueling with Harrison. 2-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Hamilton. And a liner into right, chasing and a diving play. Harper makes the play and he throws home. The throw is late, but that's the second out of the inning. The Marlins now taking a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. So Bryce Harper with an amazing diving defensive play, but it made tagging up from third pretty easy for the runner. So Hamilton now facing Aguiar with 2 outs and the runner on first. Aguiar batting. He is 1 for 2 with a home run today. Here's the 1-strike count and the pitch. And it's a liner into left. That's another base hit. Drops in front of the left fielder. The throw comes into the cutoff man, and the runners stop at first and second. So now Tapia is the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Hamilton facing Tapia in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 run already in. Here's the 1-strike count and the pitch. And it's a liner into center field. Chasing is Grisham. He's going to play it on the hop. The throw goes into second. The runners are going to be safe. Another run scores. That's an RBI double, and the Marlins now have a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Rojas now the batter with 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. Hamilton facing Rojas in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. A grounder toward third. Bryant has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. But not before the Marlins score 2 more times, taking a 6-1 lead into the top of the 6th inning. Pablo Lopez now facing Anthony Rizzo here in the top of the 6th. Full count. Lopez with the pitch. Rizzo lines into the gap in left center field. That's going to be extra bases. Rounding first, heading for second is Rizzo as the center fielder chases it down. Rizzo's going to slide in safely with a leadoff double. And that will bring up Chris Bryant. With a runner on second, nobody out. Let's see if the Cubs can capitalize on this situation. Lopez facing Bryant. 2 balls is the count. Here comes the pitch. And Bryant grounds it towards short. Rizzo unable to advance as Bryant is thrown out at first for the first out of the inning. Bryce Harper now the batter. So if this goes to form, Lopez has really struggled retiring the lefties in this lineup. Let's see if Harper can get a base hit and drive in the run. Lopez facing Harper. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch. There's a drive to center field. Tracking is the center fielder. He's going to make the catch. Rizzo tagging up, but then retreating, thinking better of it. That's the second out of the inning. And now Estrada's the batter. With a runner on second, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning, we need to make sure Moya's awake and alive down in the bullpen. Lopez facing Estrada. Here's the 1-strike count and the pitch. And he is hit by the pitch. So Estrada heads down to first, which means the Cubs now have 2 men on. And Miguel Amaya is the batter. And Amaya is going to face Lopez with 2 men on, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Here comes the full count pitch. And it's a drive to left center field. That's going to be playable. The left fielder has it, and he ends the inning. So the Cubs strand 2 more. We're going now to the bottom of the 6th of a 6-1 Miami lead. And now Gabe Moya is going to come in, but this is going to be on a double switch. So what we're going to see here, Moya is going to come into the number 8 spot and pitch. And Buster Posey is coming in to the number 9 spot. He will catch and lead off the next half inning. So now, Moya on the mound, facing Alfaro to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Full count, Gabe Moya looking for the sign. And here is the delivery. And that's outside for ball 4. So Moya issues the walk, which brings up the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. With nobody out and a runner on first. Here's the first pitch. He lays down the bunt right back at the mound. The throw goes over to first, and the out is recorded as the runner advances to second. So 1 out now, runner in scoring position. Miller, the batter, against Moya. Here comes the pitch. That's a liner into left. Santana chasing. He's going to play it on a hop. The runner's going to come home. No, the runner stops. I thought for sure he was going to get waved around. So the Marlins now have runners in the corners with 1 out. And Brigman is the batter. Moya on the mound, working. Bottom of the 6th inning. 1 strike is the count. That is low. The runner takes second, uncontested. And he now has 8 stolen bases on the season. So Moya now facing Brigman with 2 men on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Full count pitch. A grounder toward the middle. The shortstop has it. Throw to first. That's the 2nd out of the inning. The runs is conceded as the Marlins now take a 7-1 lead. Anderson now facing Moya. Bottom of the 6th. Here comes the pitch. Grounded toward the mound. Oh, the shortstop has it. But there's no throw to first. And the run is going to score. So the Marlins now have an 8-1 lead. As 2 more runs have scored in this inning. An infield single for Anderson. His 43rd RBI of the season. And now Harrison is the batter. With 2 outs and the runner on first. 1-2 is the count. Moya delivers. Lined into center field. Grisham chasing. Toward the alley. He makes the catch and the inning is over. So the Marlins score twice. They take an 8-1 lead into the top of the 7th inning. And how many pitches did Moya throw in that half inning? Well, he threw 21 pitches. I don't know how much, but what we're going to do here is we're going to warm up Junior Fernandez. So, Lopez facing Posey to lead off the top of the 7th. 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the pitch. There's a liner into center field. Buster Posey gets on with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th inning. Horner now the batter facing Lopez with a runner on first, nobody out. Here comes the pitch. There's a liner into center field. That's going back. It's going over the center fielder's head high off the wall. The runners are advancing. That's going to be a double as Posey stops at third. And the Cubs trying to mount a rally here in the top of the 7th inning. So Horner with a double brings up Trent Grisham with runners on second and third, nobody out. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. And a liner into right. That's going back. The right fielder dives and he makes the play. So the first out of the inning is recorded. The runner from third tags up and scores. And now this is an 8-2 ball game in favor of Miami. Santana now the batter. And Gustav comes out of the Marlin bullpen. Jandel Gustav has only thrown 1 1/3 innings. 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and an ERA of 0. Let's see if we can change that today. With 1 out and runner in scoring position, Danny Santana is 1 for 3 with an RBI. 1-2 is the count. Here is the pitch to Santana. And he's going to line that one into right field. That'll be a base hit. Rounding third, is he heading home? The runner is going to stay at third. And so the Cubs now have runners on the corners with 1 out, and Anthony Rizzo is the batter. Top of the 7th inning, Gustav facing Rizzo. Cubs down by 6. Here's the pitch. The throw goes over to first, Oh, and they try to pick him off. Aguiar dropped the ball, so Santana is safe. They thought they were going to pick him off at first base. Now, Gustav facing Rizzo. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's a drive deep to right. He got all of that one. Anthony Rizzo has just hit a 3-run home run, making this an 8-5 ball game in the top of the 7th inning. 373 feet down the right field line. That ball got out of here in a hurry. So Anthony Rizzo giving the Cubs some life here in the top of the 7th. The score is now, they're down by 3. Chris Bryant is the next batter. Gustav now has actually recorded an ERA of 13.5 for his efforts so far this season. He is facing Bryant with 1 out and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Bryant. And Bryant lines it past the first baseman into right field. That's going to be a single. Chris Bryant stopping at first as he beats the shift for a 1-out single. And now Bryce Harper is the batter. With 1 out and 1 man on, 4 runs already in. 2-1 is the count. Harper grounds it towards second. The throw goes to short. The relay to first. That's a 4-6-3 double play. So the inning is over, but the Cubs score 4 times, making this a 3-run ball game going into the bottom of the 7th. And now, Moya is going to be replaced by Junior Fernandez. And we are going to do... You know what? We're going to do another double switch. You see, the guy I would like to double switch him for is actually Estrada. And that's not really going to work. So instead, I think the correct play is probably... We're going to bring in Junior Fernandez and we're going to swap out Chris Bryant. Junior Fernandez is going to come in to pitch. Estrada is going to slide over to third. Horner is going to slide over to second. Correa is going to come in to play short, and he is going to bat second in the next half inning. Junior Fernandez now on the mound for the Cubs. He has thrown 54 1/3 innings, walked 24, struck out 70 with a 3.15 ERA. Fernandez facing Aguiar to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 is the count. Fernandez looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 1. Tapia now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count. Junior Fernandez looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. There's a liner past the first baseman into right field. That's going to be a 1-out single. So Fernandez gives out the single. The Marlins now have a base runner with 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Rojas facing Fernandez. 1-2 is the count. There's strike 3 called on the inside corner. And just like that, there's 2 outs now. With a runner on first, Alfaro is the next batter. Bottom of the 7th inning. Fernandez working. Here's the first pitch. And that is strike 1. The throw goes down to second, and the runner is out. The inning's over. The stolen base attempt ends poorly for the Marlins. We go to the top of the 8th of a 8-5 Miami lead. Estrada now leading off against Gustav here in the top of the 8th. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. There's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first. That's going to be out number 1. Correa now batting. He's getting his first at-bat of the day. He has 20 home runs and a 301 average on the season. Gustav working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Correa. Gustav looking for the sign. Here's the delivery. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2. Posey now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. He led off the last half inning with a single. Let's see how he does here. Here comes the pitch to Buster Posey. And a liner into right field. There's another base hit. That one's going all the way to the wall. Posey is going to motor around toward extra bases as he's going to slide into second with a 2-out double. So the Cubs now back in business with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Looking to continue to cut into this Miami lead. Nico Horner now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Gustav facing Horner, who is 1 for 4 today. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch. There's a grounder toward first. The first baseman has it. He flips to the pitcher covering, and a bang-bang play, but the inning is over. Man, Horner almost beat that one out. The pitcher was slow to recover. We're going to the bottom of the 8th of an 8-5 ball game. Junior Fernandez out here for inning of work number 2. He's going to face the 8, 9, and 1 batters in the Miami lineup in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 is the count. Junior Fernandez delivering. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 1, excuse me. Corey Dickerson now the batter. He is pinch hitting for the pitcher's spot. Facing Junior Fernandez with a 2-strike count. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a changeup. He was way out in front of it. And now, Brian Miller is the batter. He's 2 for 4 today with 2 outs and nobody on. Fernandez working. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. And a check swing for strike 3. So Fernandez strikes out the side and the inning is over. We're going to the top of the 9th of an 8-5 Miami lead. We are going to warm up Liam Hendriks. On the off chance that we would get to the bottom of the 9th inning, Liam Hendriks is going to be the man. Alex Vezia is coming in for Miami. He is going to try to nail down the save. He has a 3-11 record with 39 1/3 innings thrown, 22 walks, 45 strikeouts, and a 6.18 ERA. Interesting choice to try to protect the 3-run lead, but let's see what happens. Trent Grisham leading off for the Cubs. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI today. Vezia facing Grisham. 2-2 is the count. Looking for the sign. And here comes the pitch. And a grounder towards second. Big Sunday hop. The throw goes over to first, and that's out number 1. Santana now the batter. He's batting from the right side. He is 2 for 4 with an RBI. Facing Vezia with 1 out and nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. And Santana grounds it towards short. Shortstop has it. The throw goes to first, but Santana beats it out for an infield single. So now Rizzo is the batter with 1 out and runner on first. Rizzo hit a home run his last time up. Rizzo facing Vezia here in the top of the 9th inning. The runner on first. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Rizzo probably swung at ball 4 right there. That was a fastball down, and that's the 2nd out. It brings up the pitcher, Junior Fernandez, and now we're going to get a pinch hitter, which is going to be Jorge Soler. Soler coming off the Cub bench with 2 outs, and the Cubs down by 2. Vezia facing Soler here in the top of the 9th inning. Soler needs to keep the inning alive to get the next guy up to try to tie up the ball game. 2-2 is the count, and Soler swings and misses to end the ball game. So the Cubs have had their winning streak ended. The Marlins are 8-5 victors here in the 2nd game of this series. The Marlins getting 8 runs on 11 hits with no errors. The Cubs 5 runs on 14 hits with 1 error. We see that the player of today's game is the Cubs' Anthony Rizzo. Interestingly enough, Mr. Rizzo went 2 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs. He also scored a run. Chris Sale suffers the loss. He went 4 innings of 5-hit, 4-run baseball. 3 were earned and allowed 2 home runs. Pablo Lopez earns the win. He goes to 6-12. And Alex Vezia earns his 25th save of the season, striking out 2, allowing 1 hit in the 9th inning. So the Cubs drop to 76-44 as the Marlins improve to 45-73. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.